Today is January the 30th, 2022. In the dream that I woke up from this morning, I woke up about 5:44. It's not a dream that I understand. I just find it to be I want to say weird. Doesn't matter, weird, strange, a strange dream. Um, and everything's not clear. So there are blurred areas that even when I woke up, I struggled to try to remember exactly what happened. So I never fully took out the dream what was there. Some of it's lost. So I'm in the dream, and there is a lot of stuff that happened, and it's lost to me. But I know the end of it. I'm still in this house and there's like three other people in this house, but there's a man. I don't know how to age him really. I don't know if he's in his late 20s or middle 20s. I don't know if it's early 30s. I don't know how to age him. I could see in his heart, I just knew that he was going to kill everyone in this house. But everybody, all of us were all sitting up there and just having just regular conversation, and we were talking about flaws, physical flaws. They each would take turn and would talk about physical flaws. And I was sitting in the dream thinking, I wonder, should I add my physical flaw? But then I really noticed that this guy was going to try to carry out, or this darkness, and was going to try to snuff out our lives. So when I got the chance in the house, people were doing this and that, and I saw the location of him in the home. I got to that front door and it was dark. It was night. I don't know what time it was. It was pitch black, dark outside. I don't know, it could have been like 10 something, 10 p.m. I got out the door, I snuck out the door, right? I should have told somebody, but I didn't. I didn't even know these people. In the dream, I didn't know the people. It was a gathering. I snuck out the front door. I was going, and I was doing okay in the dream when I start off. You know how sometimes your pace will get strangled a little bit where you can't move at the speed that you want to. I was doing pretty good, right? Getting across the street, got across the street. It was this yard that I came up. These people were getting out the car like a couple, and they were talking, going in the house. It was a good space between houses, so they were to me to the left. I was cutting through there. They didn't say anything. I didn't say anything, and I was trying to get as far away from that house as I could. And then I noticed that some of my speed was starting to become difficult. But I was like, I got to keep going. I got to get as far as away because once he hurts them, or if he hurts them, possibly he's going to come looking for me, right? And I don't know if I was visually seen in the house, right? I don't recall seeing myself actually changing words with anyone in the house. So it could have been one of them where you're observing. I don't know, but it wasn't clear. So as I passed this couple that was going in the house, I kept going, I went left, and I passed this big building. And so as I'm walking by the big building, I just knew that this guy, right. Well, what happened was as I'm walking by the big building, I automatically could see in the big building, and it was like a big gym. And the four walls were covered with faces, like a photo, like, just the headshots of the people. And beside each face on the left side, right next to it, was a rosary. Each face, the walls were covered. So many faces was covered. And by each face on the left side was a rosary. And I had the understanding, the knowing that, and it seemed to me that I thought it was the guy from the house that was planning on hurting people. I don't know if it was one and the same guy, but I knew this guy he had a project, and it was going to be a surprise. So whatever his project was, when he displayed it, when he opened it up to the public, it was a surprise. And they knew he was doing it, and they knew it would be a surprise. And so as soon as I walked past it, then it was daytime. It was daylight. And then let's say you like it's across the street or whatever. People were all lined up, like just in a line, but it wasn't like a solid line, like person, person, person. It's a line, but people are standing, everywhere, and they're waiting. They're facing the building and they're talking and they're waiting for him to come out and display what he was going to do. And I saw, and it was just daytime. I don't know. It could have been like 9 a.m. in the morning, something like that, maybe 8 a.m. I don't know, but it was daytime. And then I saw one guy look like he was in his early 40s, pushed this younger guy in the late 20s, messing around with him, touching him. It just was inappropriate. And then I saw another lady looking at it and just shook her head. Like, she was in disagreement with the behavior with the man. He was making fun of the younger guy, and I agree. It was just inappropriate. It wasn't necessary. And I woke up. I do not have a interpretation of the dream, and that's okay. I share my dreams as they are because even in the dream, I know when I'm interpreting this, I'm not sure. When I was interpreting this, is he wanted these faces that's on the wall with the rosary next to it. The project, the reveal was to make fun of them. We were to be the joke. But this is what I also got. As I knew that, I also got when I was by the building and seeing the many of faces on the wall was that it's like I heard their voice, not audibly, not, but it was one accord. It was a knowing in me. We are the neighborhood, or either we are your neighborhood. I don't know which one it was. It was just a knowing, just like I knew what he was up to and what he was going to do. I knew from all of them, we are the neighborhood, or we are your neighborhood. And the and the your changes it up. And I really don't know. I do know the interpretation of him. He was trying to shock people. He wanted to embarrass and then hurt. So he was going to, his aim was to hurt the people in the church, their faces. He wanted to embarrass them, right? So I don't know if they're symbolic. I don't know what he's getting at. Are these Catholic Christians or are they just Christians overall? I don't know what his aim is. But and then I don't know. I can only interpret what I saw in the dream. I didn't talk to him, right? That could have been his aim, but maybe he was going to flip it again and show that these are the people that live each day the way as we should, praying for one another, praying, lifting each other up. When people are down in the neighborhood, when neighborhood can be anything nowadays. Our times have changed, right? You can be reading different people's comments and whatever, and they're hurting, suffering. They may not have asked for help, but to give it, okay? You could be at work, you could be going to the store, wherever it is, wherever you could be at a meeting place. That can be your neighborhood at that time. So it's not just the neighborhood and where we live at, because neighborhoods are what? Cities. Cities and cities and cities, then we're states, and then it goes on, and then you have the United States, and you have other countries and other nations. So we are each other's neighbor. So we ought to, regardless of the darkness, to ridicule, we should constantly hold up our candle, right? Keep that candle, that prayer lifted up for one another and for our countries and for the world. And it's, we need to do that right now. We need to constantly do that. So I don't want to prolong the dream because I really don't have a meaning, but I thought it was irrelevant enough, or that's the wrong word, but I thought that it was um, a vital dream, and I thought that I would go ahead and share it. So take care of yourself and have a great day. Bye bye.